I would definitely say that this was a great weekend. We brought what we've been working on in the gym to the judges, like to our different teams that we went against. We broke 2 records in one weekend, not alone on Friday, but brought it Monday again, and it was a double weekend. And usually you would think that we would be a little tired, you know, like a little setback, but we brought it both days. We brought it all weekend. We were ready, we were confident, we had that positive mindset. What we've been doing in the gym, we just brought it to the meets, and we were super excited. We brought the energy, and we brought the house down in both our home meet and at U of M. I didn't really think about myself during both meets, actually. I just kind of went up there, did my job. I slowed down my brain. I made sure that I was in the zone when I went. I know it was super exciting. The crowds were loud. We had a ton of fans, both meets, and you can't really let it get to your head. You can't let it get to your body. You just have to take one thing at a time, you know, one line, as Jess always says on beam, and we definitely did that. I mean, I wasn't thinking about my scores or, you know, individually how I was doing. I didn't even notice that I actually got that all around until after the meet. And it was exciting to just go through it and think about the team as a whole instead of just myself individually. But I'm proud of myself. I mean, I definitely got that PR in my all-around, and I'm looking forward to breaking it again and keep doing it and, you know, keep bringing it to the table every time, every meet, every weekend. It definitely builds our confidence. You know, we are #1 in the MAC. We moved up in national rankings. We're 22nd now, I'm pretty sure. And I think that as a team, it definitely is building our confidence. It's getting us ready for MACs, this big crowd that we had at U of M, the big crowd that we had at home. It's teaching us how to relax at a big meet like that and to definitely slow our brains down and just focus on what we need to do and what we need to bring to the meet and the arena. And it was a good practice to be ready for MACs and definitely going to regionals and on the road to that.
Well, overall, this weekend was fantastic. I mean, going into our Friday meet, we were really focusing on doing our jobs and like executing well because we were going against Central, who was #2, so we wanted to stay #1 in the MAC, which we did, which was incredible. Huddling around after our last event and knowing that we broke the school record was an awesome feeling too, and then staying first in the MAC was great. And then moving on to Monday, it was really just a fun meet. Well, for me, I'm not really sure about the rest of the team, what they were thinking, but I wanted to just go in there and I wanted our team to hit nicely and just go out and have some fun, and we definitely did that. And just all of that coming together, our score, like, it was really big, and we broke our school record again, which was unexpected, but it was awesome. Yeah, sure. So bars was our last event, and I competed all around that day, so I was just kind of in the zone, and I wanted to finish up real strong, so I just kind of slowed my brain down and thought about what I had to do to make the routine as good as I possibly could do it. And in practice, I was working on like the little things like handstands and stuff like that. So I just wanted to go out there and hit a really clean routine. After I stuck my landing, I was like really excited. I didn't actually think the score was going to be that big, but I was really proud of myself that it was. So, sure. Well, Catie's like my best friend. So competing with her side by side and all around is like really awesome. I didn't actually think about how we were going to be doing it this year, if we were all, like both of us were going to compete 4 events, so having like my best friend compete with me in the all around is like really exciting. It definitely fuels me a little bit. It's like friendly competition but I think it motivates both of us, and we both want to be the best we can be and help our team out, so I mean, having her by my side is pretty awesome.
I mean, it was a fantastic weekend for us. I mean, scores aside, the team looked really good. The girls looked really good. I mean, we hit 24 for 24 both meets, and I mean that's always going to be a big, huge part of success in our sport. If you're hitting routines, and you're not having to take build and then drop and then build and then drop because you're making mistakes, better things are going to happen when we're hitting routines. And I mean, I thought on top of that, I mean, I thought we, certainly our two best meets all around. I mean, we finally put all 4 events together. You know, some of the kids, you know, a couple of routines have been struggling here or there. You know, we really didn't have that this weekend. You know, they were hitting pretty well. You know, they were taking care of some of the issues, you know, smaller issues that we've been dealing with, and you know, they were cleaner routines this weekend as well. And I think that's where, you know, the scores come from, is we performed and did a better job. So, you know, thus the scores follow. Well, I think everything has to be there. I don't think you can just have 1 or 2 really good kids scoring well and be successful as a group. Those kids will do well, but you know, if you know the rest of the lineup is not, you know, is performing poorly, you're still not going to go very far. So I mean, for us to be successful, the entire group needs to be doing what they did this weekend. And I mean, they've been doing a great job, you know, especially this weekend. You know, they're as big a part of the lineup as anything else. I mean, for me, you know, the 6th kid is no more important than the 1st kid, the 2nd kid, the 3rd kid. Every single one of those people need to do their job. They need to be as clean as they can, fight for those scores, you know, and do the best job they can. And when everybody's doing that, like they did this weekend, you know, we have a really good weekend. I don't think you try to follow it up. I think for us, it's, you know, we need to just keep focusing on, you know, obviously a lot of preparation, a lot of hard work went into, you know, having those meets, you know, and even just the, you know, the first few weeks of the season, just building off of what we did there. I think we just need to focus, continue to focus on what we've been doing in the gym, continue to focus on, you know, making the improvements, making the changes, you know, making those little adjustments, you know, even in warm-ups or touch to make sure that we're feeling confident and strong. And you know, I think that's where the focus needs to be. You know, when we start focusing on those external things, you know, and those results, well, then we're going to start forgetting, you know, what got us there in the first place, and, you know, forgetting the details and all the little things that, you know, let us do the great routines and, you know, put together the great meets. So, you know, so our task moving forward is to make sure that we're, you know, focusing on the right things and, you know, not getting ahead of ourselves.